Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. I hope you're enjoying your recent status as an XRP holder. You never know when you go to check the price of XRP, is it going to be another one of those numerous instances we've had over the last couple of weeks when it's rocketing up. This is especially intriguing, considering the value of XRP has been skyrocketing recently. Since about mid-August, Bitcoin's price has essentially been flat, prompting headlines like the one you're reading now. From the Crypto Basic, XRP decouples from Bitcoin, crosses 60 cents for first time. And because we'll see what happens, I'll also give you some analysts' viewpoints. But there's a lot of hope, so the $1 range might be in sight sooner rather than later. And as I usually say, no one believes such things will occur until they do, at which point everyone pretends as if it were obvious. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any type. I am not offering financial advice. And you know that you shouldn't make any financial decisions based on what I say, right? As a pastime, I like discussing various aspects of cryptography in video form on YouTube. Moreover, for kicks. As of the time this film was shot, the price of XRP had dropped to $34,613, or just under 60 cents per Bitcoin. You correctly estimated a 66 on the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. People are feeling greedy once more. Bitcoin, of course, is responsible for the recent uptick. If you're interested, you can study the accompanying chart to see how things have been trending in recent weeks. The Bitcoin Archive account on Network X has posted this. It's worth noting that this is the highest weekly closing for Bitcoin in the last 78 weeks, and that this level hasn't been reached since May. Okay, May of the previous year is fine with me. Oh, look, I'm in crypto and, more particularly, an ex-holder of XRP, and this year has been a lot more enjoyable than last. Even ignoring all the crazy price swings, I think it'll be a lot of fun once the market takes up here, because of the certainty we have in the law. Moreover, this piece here discusses how XRP is separating from Bitcoin. Not in my opinion. In no way do I believe that XRP's potential has been exhausted in such a brief time frame. Yeah, I can look as though that's the case. Like for instance, today is XRP as rocketing on up in price here. In fact, here's the 30-day XRP chart. Actually, over the past couple days, a couple of weeks here, you just get the stir steps up. It's been amazing to witness. A 24-hour chart is available now, though. Here's a 24-hour chart of Bitcoin's price, which shows how it hasn't followed the same pattern of rapid ascent as the previous day. But look, if you're only considering a small window of time, this doesn't prove anything about a real decoupling. I've been hearing this line of reasoning thrown around on and off for about 6 years. My time with cryptography spans over 6 years. Over the course of those 6 years, I will hear these debates at different times. And I'll just tell people, okay, if you really think that this is the decoupling moment, zoom out on a chart, because I'm telling you, if you look at down to if you look at on an hourly basis, yeah, it might start to look like there's a couple here, but what does that really tell you? You're limiting yourself. There's such a limited amount of data, there doesn't actually lead to any sort of reasonable conclusions here. Having said that, I won't be wearing a frowny expression as I watch XRP soar and Bitcoin sputter. That being said, Jeremy Hogan did write something funny, so I'm going to pass this along. You stated last week that Bitcoin had become uncorrelated with technology equities. This week, XRP has done the same. Next week, everyone keep an eye on your spouse's loads of decoupling going around. I'd say that's a fair assessment. Just this afternoon, following the massive price burst, you did a fantastic video where he's discussing Bitcoin and XRP, and I wanted to hear your thoughts on what these chart analysts had to say about it. And there's no need for me to go over this technical analysis again. So go check out his video. As usual, his analysis of X, given here, is superb. An important barrier mark is 66 cents, he said, but if we actually break through that, there isn't any significant resistance for the XRP price for quite a while. That's just one of the amazing things he had to say about XRP. I could go on. According to his analysis, if that barrier is breached, prices might rise to the 90-something cent area. Therefore, it does not imply that he is extremely convinced that this is the precise moment when it will occur. But he's warning that, yep, upward momentum is coming. I'll also give you the view of Dark Defender, an XRP chart analyst. I'll start with a post he made on October 25th and move on to his more recent comments. Even then, he was confident that we'd soon see some price action and was discussing the coin's support and resistance levels. He also predicted that the price of HIL XR, which is currently between 66 cents and 52 cents, would soon drop to the lower end of that range. Then he mentioned that 52 cents and 46 cents serve as supports, while $1.88 and $5.85 serve as resistances. Well, I'll tell you what, if I'm seeing that $5.85 is a particularly critical resistance level, if we're truly up at that level, I ain't gonna be crying. What I mean is, but when things start to rocket upwards, he argues, that's when we'll get the big shock. And that brings us to the present day, as many of us, upon arising today, undoubtedly checked the current XRP price. Once you know, it's another one of those days where it's just rocketing skyward. I don't know about you, but after the exciting price action and new cryptocurrency developments over the past few weeks, I practically expect to see something new and exciting every time I open my dang phone. The following, however, was written this morning by Dark Defender. Hello, XRP is still the leader in terms of interest. Then he gave his opinion on how the XRP price might have advanced and how it has actually developed. The two are quite comparable. However, in a second piece, he warned that XRP investors should brace themselves for a price of $1.05 in the near future. What transpires there remains to be seen. Now, even if you don't hold Bitcoin, even if you're like me and not that excited about Bitcoin, even if you do hold on I do hold Bitcoin, you should be aware of what's happened with Bitcoin, as I've been saying quite a bit recently. And I'm glad that everyone seems to have finally realized this. Since the market bottomed out in November of last year, the bear market is officially gone. It's remarkable to think that over a whole year has passed since that low point, and only recently have we seen some people start to warm around to this idea. But look at the headline from today's meeting. Bitcoin's flashing ridiculously positive behavior is comical, yet top traders expect a huge surge from $28,000 again. An investor who got in on the crypto boom early this year predicts that Bitcoin will hit $35,000 in 2023, just like it did in 2018. Furthermore, depending on the source, Bitcoin did momentarily reach $35,000. In any case, feel free to keep sitting in your sandals. The next high period resistance for Bitcoin is all the way up to $60,000. Don Olt tells his 509,100 followers on the social networking platform X. Bitcoin even managed to end the day at above $32,000. Big, exciting close, he claimed last week, paraphrasing him. We've returned to the all-time high zone, where there is no longer any high timeframe resistance, and I can still insert a $60,000 quote. And this, once again, ought to be obvious. However, despite what some may tell you, decoupling is not occurring because the entire market moves together. Before we can even begin to discuss it, we need a far higher watermark. The entire asset class is rising or falling in line with Bitcoin's ascent. In what ways do you believe this will affect XRP? Because, I'll tell you what, I'm confident that XRP will significantly outperform Bitcoin. It would kindly continue to looking at the daily chart. Donald thinks that Bitcoin is in a position to repeat its rise a couple of weeks ago when it abruptly jumped from $28,000 without looking back. And he said, quote, very positive pricing action could not look much better than it does right now. In trading, of course, your money is always at risk. However, I am delighted by the current quote pricing. Now this is starting to sound like what Trustworthy Crypto has been saying for the past, a year or so? He's been saying, hey, we should expect a new all-time high for Bitcoin this year. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen. The forecasts of prices are not something I do. Furthermore, up until recently, he was the only one who had been making similar claims. I won't even pretend to be knowledgeable since, as you can see, when things happen with cryptocurrency prices, people's faces melt off quick. Okay, when things get going, and again, it always seems impossible, but once momentum picks up, it really picks up speed, as evidenced by the recent, a couple of weeks or so. It has always been possible, but now people are starting to believe it again. When exactly this stuff will disappear is anyone's guess. Yet, once it's gone, that's it. And so here you are simply having, I'm just seeing more and more recognition for more and more chart, and it's not even just about this chart analyst in particular, Donald, I'm seeing more and more people. There are experts who believe that the cryptocurrency market as a whole, led by Bitcoin, could experience rapid price fluctuations. Because of this, I predict that if the price of Bitcoin rises, the price of XRP will rise as well, but I anticipate that the multiplier effect will be much more spectacular. Less money can be purchased with XRP. This makes it less difficult to achieve multiplicative effects of 2, 3, 4, and so on. Anyway, we should enjoy the present moment. It's great fun, so let's keep the party going by celebrating the many milestones we reach. Because, believe me, after what transpired in late 2020 as a result of the SEC, we've had more than enough foolishness and nastiness. For the better part of the last few years, we've had to put up with that nonsense. You want to feel bad about being pleased by the price increase, however slight, but now that there is legal certainty and things are moving the upside, we deserve to have these celebrations. Some folks will be unable to join in on the celebrations because they are still reeling from the effects of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, but hey, talk to me while it's at $1 and I'll listen. Please, God, let us celebrate even this minor triumph. Just let me have a look. Give me a sec of your time. Okay. That's why I suggest we should party. Enjoy my time here very much. We can no longer take any more bad news about the past few years. However, this is a positive development. It was inevitable that the price would rise again. Bitcoin and XRP are not heading to zero, as some have speculated. The answer is no. Let's assume it is not the case. But not everyone agrees with that assessment. I just happen to have a high level of conviction. All I want to say is that I don't give advice on money matters. Nothing I say or write should be used as justification for the purchase or sale of anything. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.